Hi class, today's math lesson is 15.2. It's all about inches. Today's goal is, can you measure an object in inches? Before we start our math lesson, I want you to get out your yellow review packet and do the bottom of the page. If you remember, yesterday we did the top half. Now I want you to do the bottom half. Remember, we're going to do one of these for each day. You can pause this video and complete this entire bottom piece and then hit play to review your answers. All right, so here are our first problems. In the first box, we have 74 minus 48. So we always start on the right-hand side. 4 minus 8. Can we do it? No, we cannot. So we need to borrow. Borrow 1 from the 7. So 7 minus 1 is 6. Bring your 1 over. Now you have 14 minus 8. 14 minus 8 is 6. Oh, come on. Come on, pencil. There we go. 6 minus 4 is 2. 26 is your answer. All right, our next problem is 70 minus 24. 0 minus 4. Can we do it? No. That's like saying if you had 0 pencils and one of your friends came up and said, hey, I want 4 pencils, but you don't have any. It doesn't work. So we need to borrow. We're going to borrow from our neighbor over here. 7. 7 minus 1 is 6. Bring that 1 over, so now that makes a 10. Remember, it's like breaking down a rod in our base 10 blocks, and we're going to rip one of those up into little units. So now our rod of 10 becomes 10 little units. So 10 minus 4 is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. 46 is your answer. Okay, our next box says, Chloe has 5 dimes. She earned 7 more dimes for washing dishes. How much money does Chloe have now? Skip count to find the answer. The first step in this problem is to know how much 5 dimes is worth. Well, I know that 1 dime equals 10 cents. So if we have 5 dimes, we have 5 tens. We know how to count by tens. We can also show this on our fingers. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 50 cents is what Chloe has right now. Now she earned 7 more dimes for washing dishes. How much money does Chloe have now? So we need to skip count to find the answer. All right, so plus 7 more dimes. So every time we need to skip count by dimes, which is what? 10 cents. So 50 plus 10 more is 60 cents. Don't forget the cent sign. 50 cents, 60 cents, 70 cents, 80 cents, 90 cents. Ooh, how many dimes am I at so far? Since the beginning, I have counted on 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need to do 7 total. So let's keep counting. 90 cents, 100 cents. I'm going to run out of room. 110 cents, 120 cents. Let's see how many dimes I have counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I counted 7 more dimes. So our final answer is 120 cents. for a challenge, what would this amount be by using the dollar sign? It would be $1.20. Remember, we use the decimal point to separate the dollars from the cents, and 10 dimes go into $1. All right, moving on. Write a greater than, less than, or equal sign to compare the numbers. So 22 is what to 3 plus 9 plus 9? First, I need to figure out what 3 plus 9 plus 9 is. 9 plus 9, I can use my doubles fact. I know that that's 18. 18 plus 3 more is 21. So, 22 to 21. Well, I know that 22 is bigger than 21. So, 22 is greater than 21. So, remember, the sign is kind of like an alligator mouth. Sometimes I draw teeth on it. And he's going to eat the bigger number. He wants the biggest meal possible. All right, going down here. 3 plus 8 plus 7 is what to 18? Let's figure this out first. So, I could go 8 plus 3. I know that's 11. Plus 7 more is 18. Okay, 18 to 18. They are the same number. Which sign shows that each side is equal? Probably the equal sign. The equal sign shows us this balance. It doesn't matter if, looking at this original problem, if 3 plus 8 plus 7 is on the left-hand side of the 18. A lot of times we see the total amount equaling 3 plus 8 plus 7. We see that also. These numbers can be on either side of the equal sign as long as each side is balanced. All right, moving on to the last. I know it's blurry, but you can look at your packet and listen to what I'm saying. Finish the number line. Use the number line to solve. 26, 27 they have written. And now we need to finish it. Let's see. I think it looks like they go up by 1. 26 to 27 is only 1 apart. So 27, I'm going to fill this in, 28, 29, 30, and 31. 32, they have it for us. Continue on, 33, 34, and 35. All right. We have filled in our number line, and now we need to solve. 26 plus 7. Now, there's an accidental typo here. It should just be 1 equal sign. Okay, not 2. 26 plus 7. If you don't know how to calculate this in your head, what can you do? Stack them up. 26 plus 7. Let's see what that equals. 7 plus 6 is 13. Put down my 3. Carry my 1. Please carry it. Don't just write the 1 down here. Remember, this is the ones category. If we have a 1, 3, that 1 does not belong in the ones category. You got to bring it up into the tens place. All right, so 1 plus 2 is 3. Our answer is 33. How could we use a number line to solve this problem? Well, 26 plus 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, moving on to today's lesson, we're going to continue on to 15.2. Remember, this is about inches. Now, yesterday I provided the challenge, whether you did it or not, was to measure your favorite toy with a paperclip. If you did it, did you know that paperclip is actually about 1 inch long? And this is exactly what we're going to learn how to do today, is measuring an object in inches. Here are some words to know.
Inch, eraser, pine cone, ruler. You can measure the length and height of an object in inches. An inch is a standard unit of measure. 1 inch is the same length on every inch ruler. Look at where the eraser ends on the ruler. Between which inch measurements is it? It is between 1 and 2 inches. To measure to the nearest inch, look for the halfway mark. Is the eraser longer or shorter than the halfway mark? The eraser is longer than the halfway mark. If the object is longer than the halfway mark, use the greater number. Is the eraser closer to 1 or 2 inches? It is closer to 2 inches. 2 is the greater number. The eraser is about 2 inches long. You can measure height the same way that you measure length. To measure the height of an object, turn the ruler and start from the bottom side of the ruler. Look at where the pine cone ends on the ruler. Between which two measurements is it? It is between 1 and 2 inches. Is the pine cone longer or shorter than the halfway mark? The pine cone is shorter than the halfway mark. If the object is shorter than halfway, use the lesser number. To the nearest inch, about how long is the pine cone? It is about 1 inch long. 1 is the lesser number. You have learned how to measure the length and height of an object in inches.
All right, I'm going to go around the classroom and measure different things in inches. Let's see what I find. All right, first object. I found our shoe. We're going to measure the length of this object in inches. So I'm going to take my ruler, and am I going to measure it like this? No. Am I going to measure it like this? No. I need to find the length. So I need to run horizontally in order to find the length. So I'm going to put my ruler up, make sure that this end is not way over here because that is not accurate. We need to begin measuring our object at the edge. So try your best, try to line it up. I'll try to zoom in here. All right, so I'm running along the bottom of my shoe and I see that it is a little over 8 inches, isn't it? It's about 1.25 inches long. Let's figure out the height. The height, is that going to be horizontal or is that going to be vertical? Yes, it's going to be vertical. So we need to measure the height, just like your height. You're standing up straight. It's up and down. So going from the base of my shoe and up, it is about 5 inches long. Okay, 5 inches long. All right, next object. Here it is. My decoy. All right. This is my beautiful teal hen. All right, so we need to measure in inches, which is our unit that we're focusing on today. Our unit yesterday was paper clips, and a paperclip unit is about the same as our inches. They're close. All right, so remember our unit is how we are measuring our object. So our unit to measure this duck is going to be in inches. Our unit is in inches. So in order to measure its length, I'm going to try my best to line it up to the end and read what it measures. Oh my goodness, would you look at that. Here I am at the end of my duck, all the way across, trying to keep my ruler straight as possible. Can you believe it? We are at exactly 1 foot or 12 inches. You will learn that one of these rulers that has 12 inches on it equals 1 foot. 12 inches in a foot. Kind of like how 10 cubes are in a rod. Same idea. 12 inches are in 1 foot. And no, not the ones like this. Not those. All right. We need to measure the height of this decoy. All right. Going from the bottom. Here's the chamber of air that makes my decoy float. So I need to start at the bottom of that. And if I measure up, now, does the duck's head reach the halfway point between 5 and 6? Is the duck taller than 5 inches? Yes. Is the duck shorter than 6 inches? Yeah. It's in between 5 and 6, isn't it? It is at that halfway or middle point. So it is about 5.5 inches. It was right here, 5.5. All right, so we know that this duck measured between 5 and 6 inches at that halfway point. Now, if you remember that if it hits this halfway point, we are going to say we're going to round up to the nearest inch. So we're just going to round up, which means we're not going to say it's 5 inches. We're going to say that it is 6 inches. So if the object is past or at this middle point, we are going to round up. Now, if our object, kind of like the pine cone, was at this mark, we would round down because it would be closer to 5 inches versus 6. Same thing if it was this mark. We would say, we're going to round up to 6 inches. That mark is closer to this 6 than the 5. Look at the distance between the mark and the each inches line. All right. So I'm going to put down 6 inches for the height of this decoy. All right, these are some fun examples. I want you to get out your practice math workbook so that we can practice together before you begin your yellow assignment. So you can get out your workbook and a pencil. Please pause this video if you do not have these out in front of you. Okay, you should open up to 15.2. All right, inches. It says, estimate the length of each object Then use a ruler to measure. If you cannot find a ruler in your house, you can use the rulers that Miss Fink and I provided you in your folders. All right, so estimate. How many inches? Kind of like yesterday when we used our paper clips. We're going to estimate. It's a guess. We're not actually going to measure it right now. All right, so 10 inches is a lot. I would say, I'm going to guess 4 inches. Your guess might be different. Now I'm going to measure. Now I get my ruler, put it all the way to the end, line it up. Ooh, that pencil tip comes right to the end of my pencil. All right, it is 4 inches long. So what is our unit? Inches. We are measuring in inches. All right, moving down to number 2. It says estimate about how many inches. All right, this pencil is a little longer. If I'm comparing these, maybe 6 inches? You might put 5. You might put 7. Remember, an estimate is a guess. All right, measure about blank inches. Now I need my ruler. If I'm going to measure, I need my ruler. Otherwise, I'm not exactly sure what the length is. I could be wrong in my estimate. It is 5 inches. So our estimate was wrong, but that's okay. Were we close? Yes. Hopefully you did not put down something really silly like 1 inch or 100 inches, okay? We need to try our best to guess the length of this pencil. And guess what? You'll get better with time. It all comes with practice. All right, number 3. Ooh, this looks like a pencil that you can't write with in class. Yep, it's shorter than my index finger. Sorry, I've got some marker on my finger. Wow, that pencil is pretty short. All right, so this pencil, 1 inch, 5 inches, 3 inches. What are you guys thinking? Maybe I'm just gonna put down 3 inches. Let's see. Let's measure it now. Let's get an accurate number. Starting at the end here. Oh, this pencil is 2 inches long. That is our exact measurement, 2 inches. All right, number 4, estimate. How many inches? If this one was 2 inches, I bet this one's 3. Let's check. Let's measure with our ruler. Make sure you're not using centimeters. They are tiny. If you're measuring in centimeters, you'd get about 7.5 or 8. We need to use the inches side. All right, I have 3 inches. Okay, number 5 at the bottom says measure the length of the straw in inches. About how long is the straw? All right, so since we are rounding up to the nearest inch or rounding down, this is why it says about. So, all right, I'm measuring my straw, and I see, it's not exactly 6, is it? It's not exactly 7. It is about right here at this third mark, which is actually called 3/4. So it could, if I was doing exact, it would be 6 3/4, but we are rounding up in this lesson. We are going to the nearest inch, which means what is the closest one? Is it 6 or is it 7? 7. 7 inches is the nearest inch. So I'm going to circle in C. It's about 7 inches. All right. we have completed this practice. Remember, you can replay my video at any time or even replay it from the beginning, or you could even watch yesterday's video. So the next thing I need you to do is to get out your lesson 15-2 packet. It is golden yellow color, just like yesterday's, but it says 15-2 up at the top. So I need you to practice, and you can do the entire packet. I know you can. This is great practice for you. So remember, you will need some type of ruler for this and also a pencil. You can work with other people and ask questions. If you need extra help, you can have somebody contact me. For our challenge today, okay, the challenge question of the day is to see if you can do this. What is the length of your table? You have the choice to measure it in inches or see if you can measure your table in feet. Remember, challenges are not required. They're just a fun activity to do after your homework, after you do your yellow packet. Then you can do the fun challenge. All right, have a good day. Bye.